Alrighty then. What is going on, everyone? Happy Monday. Welcome back to another edition of our online open mic presented by the Barbed Wire Open Mic series here in El Paso, Texas. My name is Richie David Marrufo. I'll be your MC and host for the night. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome. Great to have you. It was eventual that you would find us here because we've been here every Monday since April of 2020. That's right, every single Monday, no breaks. It's crazy. Even holidays, we figured like even during the holidays people could have a gathering and hang out, and this has been such a space for people from all over the country, from all over the world, to gather and share their work, to try out new stuff that they've written, dust off old pieces that they found, or give tribute to people that they really admire via the cover poem. So yeah, again, if you're tuning in, if you've been here before, welcome back. We love having you. As always, I'm going to ask, one way you guys can really help us out is if you're here with us, and the best way to know that is if you're in the chat. So, if you're listening, just drop your name in the chat, say hello. I mean, if you're listening from anywhere else in the world, we're based out of El Paso, but due to the magical technology of YouTube and Zoom, it's cool. We can have people tuning in from everywhere. So, Victor, what's going on? I saw you, Victor. You just followed us on Instagram, I think. Yeah, come through. We do the online shows on Mondays, and then in El Paso, we have a couple open mics. So that brings me to my next thing. Okay. So before we kick it off, first of all, we have plenty of room. If you guys want to join us, the link to sign up is in the description of the YouTube video. In fact, I'm going to post on Instagram in just a moment to try and lure, that sounds more wrong than it should be, to try and bring people in and live viewers again. Just say hey in the chats. Good to have Kevin. Good to see you again. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you. So a couple announcements. We do have two active workshops going on, ekphrastic workshops. We're teaming up with local artists. So the first one, we just on the 7th. Wait, was it 7th? We had an opening reception at Old Sheepdog Brewery for the Samias Art Show presented by the Visionaries Collective. So there's a bunch of new art in the wall inside and kind of all around, some murals and stuff as well. We're encouraging people to go check it out and get inspired by a piece or two and write a poem or write a song based inspired by that piece. After all, like ekphrastic poetry does come from that's that old style of just like trying to be as descriptive as possible about a piece. Obviously now we're encouraging you to be creative, and come up with your own language, your own metaphors, your own simile, your own perception of maybe what the piece might be speaking about or what you feel the piece is speaking about. So very cool stuff. Um, what else? What else? What else? So that's going to be up all month of July. But we do have an open mic the last Thursday of every month at Old Sheepdog. So in this situation, we are asking if you guys do write a piece, bring it out to perform at open mic at Old Sheepdog. Of course, that one is open to musicians and poets. And if he wants to, I can't remember if I asked him or not. Kit Ren can host that. I always love it when he gets to host at Old Sheepdog. I think that's a good fit. Um, and hopefully, if the weather's fine, we can be out on the patio. Otherwise, yeah. So, like I said, if you have a chance to visit Old Sheepdog before then, I believe it's the 25th, Thursday, the 25th. Go visit the gallery. Go check out some of the artwork. We may make a post with like maybe two or three pieces that you can write about, and I have to be there. That's one ekphrastic workshop. The other one, we just worked with the Las Cruces Museums. The Brannigan Cultural Center in Las Cruces is hosting an exhibit by El Paso artist Angel Cabrales, and it's really interesting. It's a lot of like movie posters, like sci-fi, very like B-side style movies. But the topics are very relevant on like immigration and the border, and some of it goes pretty hard. We had a pretty good turnout on Saturday for our workshop that we had. It was led by Fernando. Speaking of Fernando, and hopefully we got some good work out of that. We are going to have a reading in Las Cruces in August. It will be a reading and open mic, like a small room for open mic. And again, that gallery is going to be open for a good while, I think up until September. So if you do have a chance to visit the gallery in Las Cruces at the Brannigan Cultural Center, it's in the Shannon Room. Check it out. If not, I think we're going to do the same thing. I will probably post like three or four pieces, and then you can write about that and bring it to us then. And the whole point of these is just to like encourage new writing, new artwork. Like I said, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Those are big announcements. The other thing is we do have a lot of featured performances. I guess summer people want to do features and stuff more, but we do have two touring poets that will be visiting El Paso. There'll be Daryl Gusson and James. I was gonna say James Monroe, but that doesn't sound right. Um, I should have been ready for that, but it is. We're going to be at Rosewood. It's James Norman. Okay, Daryl Gusson and James Norman. It's the Wet Heat, Dry Heat, Overheat tour. They'll be touring. This I think this will be their second stop of their tour, but they'll be traveling through Texas, Louisiana, more southern stops, and then coming back around. So yeah, if you guys are free tomorrow, come by and support a poetry event. I want us to be seen more as a literary stop, a literary city. And when people are touring through, they'll tell more people. And that's kind of how connections are made as well. But of course, in order to also celebrate our local poets, I did want to feature three of our local poets. So we'll have support from Miguel Angel Garcia Jr., who is Recovered Earth on Instagram. Also, he has an account, Aimlessly Reading, where he covers books. We have Amber James, who comes out a lot, but did a really great event as well this summer. And Sergio Sanchez, who also comes out to the open mics. So come check it out. They'll have featured sets. Of course, it will also be an open mic. So if you play music, if you are a performer, come on through tomorrow at Rosewood. If you want to be kept up to date with all our events, we do have on Facebook, we have our page. Just look up Barbed Open Mic Series. There's like, if you click an event, the events tab, all our stuff will show up. Also, if you use Instagram more, you can, and our link in our bio has a link to our Google Calendar as well as the Facebook events page. So there's a lot of different ways you can connect with us. And again, I usually don't make the announcements these long, but there's a lot going on. This Friday, we're going to have another event, another open mic at Craft Rather Than Brews. This will also be a special event because we'll be featuring the awesome poet Vanessa Verse, who you can also find some of her poetry on our YouTube channel. So you're already here on the YouTube channel. Subscribe if you haven't had a chance to, like this video, because all of your engagement does really help push this out to more people, and that helps all of us, like all the performers. It just it gets pushed out more, is the point. But we'll be featuring Vanessa Verse. She's in Alamogordo, so she makes the drive over, and she'll be moving soon. So we'll be kind of a send-off party. So if you have not had a chance to meet her, it'd be a good opportunity to do so. But also, we just want to celebrate spoken word. So I think I called it a spoken word send-off as like the subtitle for the flyer, which I have not posted yet. I'm just realizing. So lastly, oh, man, I know everyone's like, what's where's the open mic? Well, we got some time because one of our mics is missing. Mike Sindler, if you can hear me, we're missing you, man. Come to the mic. Sorry, that was a kind of a bad joke too. Next Tuesday, not tomorrow, but the following Tuesday. Let's see. Yeah, that is going to be the 23rd. We are going to be featuring my friend Farbion. Farbion is an El Pasoan who has been living in the Bronx. Well, can you say El Pasoan? He's been living there for a good while now, over a decade with his wife, and he does. They do visit El Paso every now and then because of family. So he'll be in town. He's an educator, a hip hop educator. He's involved with a lot of stuff. He does a lot of really cool projects, but he makes his own music. So Tuesday we're going to feature him plus open mic. So yeah, come on through. So I'm looking at like Victor, if you want to come out to the open mic, read some pieces, please. It is open to anyone. And like I said, if you want feedback, you can ask a couple people, and then we can definitely go on from there. Anyway, this was a really long announcement. Again, if you want to be kept up to date, you can follow us on social media. You can also message me. You can find me on Facebook. You can just look up my name. That's me right there. Also, Deadwall Reveries on Instagram. I can do let me do the background change really quick so I can show you guys. Check it out. Check it out. Should I keep
Cover
it
your
like this?
camera and we'll see the background.
No, I already did. That's cool.
Okay.
All right. So let's go back to our regularly programmed scheduling. Again, I do want to thank Kevin, Victor. Thank you guys for being here on the live chat. We're gonna go and kick things off. We're gonna start off strong with one of our celebrated poets. It's always great when she can make it here online or in person. And I do have a featured set of Robin's when she read at the college that I'll be releasing soon. I got a lot of stuff, but she was reading from her newest book. But I feel like there's a lot more on the way. Let's go ahead and welcome to the show, Robin Schofield. Robin, hey, happy Monday.
Hey everybody, happy Monday. It's great to be here and it's great to be back in El Paso. I was just in England for a while and it was a lot of fun, a lot of writing of poetry. So this is some new stuff that I wrote in England in the Moors, Lorna Doone country. So, and it was in response to some writing that Picasso did, and it was very interesting. He was trying to really deconstruct language. So anyway, I think this is called shiitake mushrooms. A plaid, a tattoo, no thank you. Well, it's a tartan, neither your heritage nor mine. The crest of three lions, the family name in the mouth of a talking salmon, the truth about spawning in the place you were born, a capital letter in an old photo frame, the temple made of clay, blue and orange circles and spirals, tiles numbered and organized, not for elders in the tribe, the elderberries ripe by autumn, translated to liquid fuel, and he told me, but I didn't believe it about the mushrooms being one sentient being until I thought for myself and saw the rainbow pattern, all colors and no color, the play of light, so ludicrous, foregrounding the crossing of a shallow river in the shade of the cottonwoods. That is, shadow dappled with light, the river silver and black, the minnows silver in green scum buckets, the golondrinas silver and black under the putty-colored bridge on Artcraft Road. Each tile in the temple turned into a bird, the spiral motion of the wings, 1,000 wings, a thunderous fury of an uprising without rancor or revenge, just a sweet lifting of orange bird bellies into the temple of the sky, new fuel for the word of being that the salmon echoes, swimming up a narrow river, slicing through the green valleys. So that's my travel poem. And then I noticed that Diane Seuss, who won a Pulitzer Prize and is a chancellor of the Academy of American Poetry, put up a prompt the other day on Facebook. And I thought, well, I guess I'll try that. So I'm going to read my cover poem now. And she put up this poem, and basically the prompt was, write a 14-line poem like this. And this one's by Eduardo C. Corral. Lines written for my second pandemic after Franca Mancinelli. All water flows toward loneliness. Loneliness is a black eye, a gleaming pit. We have yet to split loneliness like an atom. Loneliness arrives on a leash of scorpions. In my skull, loneliness opens like a parachute. It's illegal to chain loneliness to a fence. Flickers tunnel through loneliness to build nests. I sprinkle a spoon of sugar over loneliness. In some languages, loneliness is imperfect. Antlers crown the bald head of loneliness. Like rough trade, loneliness won't kiss you. Loneliness is crouched in a tree, afraid of dirt. In the dark, loneliness ripens too quickly. Beneath the roof of loneliness, my blood drifts. So that's Eduardo C. Corral, a really good poet, and this is my version of it. Lines written after I catch the virus going around London. All waves retreat toward joy. Joy is an onyx stone whirled inside a volcano. We have yet to measure traces of joy like a photon. Joy departs as noisily as a coyote in heat. It's illegal to puff on joy out in the open. In my skull, joy opens the crown chakra. Flightless owls burrow into joy, building nests. I throw a pinch of rock salt over joy. In some languages, joy is a verb. Bull's horns bruise the blue sky of joy. Like the moon, joy will keep her distance from you. Joy poses for her portrait, still as a mirror. In the dark, joy climbs a tree and waits by the watering hole. Above the floor of joy, my arteries inch toward the dirt. So those are my poems for tonight, all new shit. So I'll be back to reading the older stuff pretty soon, probably. And always I go to Tumbleword, so there's always new stuff to read. It's at 1 o'clock on Saturdays, 1 to 3 Mountain Time. And always a different presenter, and Kit Red manages that real well. So back to you, Richie.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Robin. As always, appreciate the works, and I like the response poem. That was cool. We've looked at Edward. I feel like I've read Eduardo Corral's stuff here on here as cover poems before, so that was fun to see. Okay, so by the way, we have room on the list if you guys want to sign up. I just saw that we had a couple people added, included. How did I miss this? We got Luis Camberos in the house. That's awesome, man. I didn't even see you come in. I'm super excited about that. Luis is joining us from Germany. We'll be sharing some music. So let me share the list with you so you can know more or less when you'll be going on. But we're gonna go ahead and continue with our online mic. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and go from El Paso, that's where we kicked it off, to South Euclid, Ohio, where we have Doc Janning here to join us once again from his awesome background over there. What's going on, Doc? Good to see you again. Welcome back. Happy. Going to take it away when you're ready.
I am ready to go. Ah, my first poem tonight is based on a Korean word which was put forward as a prompt in Poets and Writers magazine, and my librarian forwarded the piece to me. The word is Inyeon. In English, it's spelled Inyeon, which means providence or fate, specifically about relationships between people. Two people walking by each other and their clothes brushed means there must have been something between them in a past life. Or if two people get married, there are 8,000 layers of yin-yang over 8,000 past lives. So as soon as I read the article, this just totally flowed through me. We gaze, you and I, into each other's soul, in a Tonglen and Darshan, in the total intimacy of infinity. In this moment, Yin-Yang is released. Our past lives as lovers, as devoted husbands and wives. The quantum entanglement of our hearts and souls across time, space, and dimensions, and the horizons of forever, beyond forever. And you are that moment, and all those infinite moments, woven of past, present, and future, a recognition of what was, is, and shall ever be. You and I, the we, which is us. My second piece is messengers. Echoes of our ancient land live in our hearts and souls. We have lived to make them real, and our land now lives again. We had the dream and the hope. We had a vision and fought for it. We took our dreams and built them. Jewels of memory awaken, spark our purpose and drive. We awaken from our slumber, our hearts and purpose strong, and we understand the power we hold in our hands, which resides ever in our land. We are home in Israel, in Jerusalem, but our journey has just begun. For we are the messengers of what can be. And to finish, I'm going to do a cover of a poem from a new book I received on Saturday from William F. DeVault. The book's title is Qoheleth, Qoheleth. And the poem is titled Resonance. All perceptions and perspectives meaningless unless the sound or vision or touch or taste or scent resonates within us, allowing us to grip the slippery surfaces of reality and make a connection to what we already know or think we know. The lessons of light and life and word must find resonance within us. The universality of, the romance of, the wisdom of, the purpose of, the poetry that exists and existed before there was a word for it, that will exist when the final embers of stars yet unborn flicker and die. Thank you.
Alrighty, Doc, thank you so much. Cool. Do you have any announcements about upcoming events, features that you want to tell people about?
Nothing at the moment. Thank you.
All right, cool. Of course. Thank you so much. All right. If you're just getting here, you are tuning into our online open mic. Happy to have you here again. If you're watching this live, let us know. We do have a live chat. You can check it out right that way. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're using. If you're watching on your phone, it might be down there. But if you're watching on YouTube, on your desktop or through a browser, it might work that way. Otherwise, yeah, let us know you're here. Say hi. We do have room on the list. If you do want to sign up, there is a link in the description of the video. You can find it there. We're going to go and continue onward. And next up, we're going to travel to New Mexico. Our next performer made his debut last week, so it's good to have him back. Let's go ahead and welcome Zach. Zach, good to have you. Go and take it away when you're ready.
Zach, thank you for having me. I really like this. Thank you for having me. I have a poem. I could read a poem, I guess. Somehow I could write a poem. I could read a poem. Last week, bottle found behind bed. Looks like cottage cheese poured out, dirty kitchen sink, stale bread, and yesterday beer cans left out. I miss my mother. I'm hungover. Sun through open window too bright. I pull curtains tight. Dark life. Two moms, neither are here. I need mother arms. Can't say which one, but love is wanted. Can't cry. Cry over spilled milk. I cry sometimes. Both moms left. Maybe at the end of my life, two moms rush to embrace. I love you, my boy. You didn't live perfect life, but you tried. Biological mom. Ain't seen her since I was born. See her in heaven. See her this life. Want to see her. Want to be held. Only person I would believe. She could say, I love you, my sweet boy. Everything's all right. It's okay. Mama's here. Close your eyes. Just rest. Love and womb. Unconditional. I'm sure it's a reason she couldn't do it. 3 kids, bills to pay, past indiscretions. And never know why. Mother gives birth, baby in arms, kisses forehead, says goodbye. Does she wonder what kind of life that boy leads? If as a baby he fell asleep, tears in eye. Missing his mom. Second mom died. Didn't get a card. Pat on back. Hey kid, life is hard. Hopes and prayers empty, misguided. Lasagna dishes dropped off. A note on top. Please return the pan. How much pain before God forgives sin? Must be a past life, reincarnated. Can't be my tab. Wrong name. Always feel it's my fault. Lots of obstacles in road. How many boulders pushed out of the way? Sisyphus, except I see red, I feel rage. Sinking, sinking, sinking. Ocean beach, no lifeguard. Hella people watching, judging, criticizing, no rescue. Fight to get back to shore. Hear people talking. LOL, look at his form. Should swim parallel to shore. Jahir is adopted. He barely graduated school. Can you believe anyone ever thought he was cool? Struggle, hurt, rejection, riptide. Anchor on back. What am I carrying this for? It was a struggle, not even sure why, only to find fairy tale endings don't exist, like buried and engraved next to each other. Starter life, inheritance, restless energy, rigid behavior, passed down genetic code. Another round, 10/5, whiskey jug, plowed field, chemical dependence. Passed from old, probably drunk conversation, chasing women, fist fight in only moonlight, talking till dawn, holes in drywall, emotion explode. Well, I can't be the only one. 23andMe, Northern European, Scottish, Portuguese. Two to tango, night of passion. Would have been 1987. What was playing on radio? Hope it was love song. Hope it was love making. Hope it was love. Sometimes I dream. Square up. Don't deny my birthright. Oedipus. Confrontation. At least say why. Doesn't have to end. Broken hands. Hey, old man. Hourglass is running out of sand. Admit, son, abandoned. Handed down, frantic, rapid, pain tolerance higher than average, alcohol dependent. Where were you? There's no instruction manual on passed down traits. Most people see me and think everything's okay. I have Shadow. He talks every day. Says mean things, whisper in ear. TV in other room, I don't hear it clear. I'll always be a little kid to me. Boy, no one wants. Hard work and pain, nothing to show for it. How bad has your life been? Let's rate it, 0 to 10. I was awake at 9 a.m., doing my best, and here's Shadow. He's laughing. Oh my, can't get out of bed. They always knew. Failure, fake, dumb, careless, reckless, nothing to show. Trash can on street, overflow. Beer cans, bottles, baggies. Trash can picked up. Here bottles meet a metal trash truck. Rattled roar, echo down street. Prove them right. Can't make it to work. Daughters are proud, I'm sure. Toss and turn, no sleep. Hide under covers, I scream. Shadow, go away. Just go away. Last thing I need is your voice in my head. Flinching like a dog has been hit. Eyelids closing, falling down, wide awake. Shadow exposing. Little boy, you awake? Have some notes about the day. Imagine if you said this. Imagine if you did that differently. People might like you, could have friends, people who gave a fuck about little Zach. Always sad. Have another drink, that'll help. Can't block out Shadow rant. Always knew little Zach would drown. Mistake, past regret, someone everyone wants to forget. That's a representation that life doesn't go our way. Winding up, mismatched socks, lost in dryer. I guess I'm a survivor, one that got away. Winter 88, picked up from hospital, so much snow the car left tracks. Did mom regret letting me leave her hands? Did dad know? Did God look down hopeful? Did he look away, knowing that boy's life would turn out this way?
All right. Thank you, Zach. Appreciate that. And I know when you signed up, hold on, let me get back on the spotlight there. That's Zach, everyone out in New Mexico. And Zach, if you want to leave anything in the chat, like where people can follow you, unless you want to also remain mysterious, that is always an option. Okay. So we got a couple more people up next. In fact, we had someone who was just added. I always love it when someone jumps from the YouTube live chat into the open mic. So welcome, Victor. I posted the list there, the chat, so you can check it out. But we're gonna go ahead and come back to El Paso for our next performer. He has been here for every single one of these events. That's right, even our unaired pilot. You can't find it anywhere. We did it live and didn't record it or stream it anywhere. It's just we did it to practice, and we're still here years later. And in fact, he's gone on to like help me so much with these. from the live, helping run the live event to doing timestamps to hosting. So love it. Oh, we got Julian Matthews in the house too. Okay, let's get you into the room. But as always, it can't be a Monday without Mr. Monday Night. That's right. It's time to welcome to the stage Kit Ren. When you're ready, go and take it away, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Richie. Good to see you. Good to see everyone out in the internet. Looking good, looking fresh. The kids still say fresh in the future? I think they will. I think they always will. Okay. Two of mine and then a cover poem. This one was published in Life in the Time Journal, a little one-off journal we put together when we were just coming out of the storm of the pandemic. This one's called Message Sent 2:37:39 a.m. Message Seen 2:37:41 a.m. A sudden dark thought propels me to send a message to a friend saying, I just want to make sure nobody spirited you off the streets of Portland into an unmarked van. When she replies quickly, I am able to pretend it is a dark joke and not a mental image that I have had and can't shake even as we continue to talk. She also, kids on the square, she says she's too asthmatic to risk exposure to tear gas, no matter how close to her heart or her doorstep the conflict reaches. In this moment, I am briefly thankful for social media for taking all the panic out of my panicked missives, turning my frightened whelps into nervous chuckles. We laugh at death to make him feel bad about himself. We want to demotivate him, make him move with a slower, more predictable gait. If we keep it up, we will make him resent his job and half-ass it. We will keep doing that, even after it has been proven not to work, even after the tests come back and the low-grade fevers get closer and closer to my hermetic circle. Perhaps death has never actually been able to distinguish between mockery and encouragement, and reads all of our words in the same flat tone. Perhaps I should not let my heart whisper furtive squirts of succor, but let it blast in steroidated pumps in a rhythmia loud enough to set off car alarms, to give all the people fighting urgent fights one secure moment, to disorganize the destroyers and acolytes of death for just long enough. I'm not that powerful. I fear I am not equal to this moment. But I know people who are. I trust them with my affirming light. They live in the mountains. They hang hammocks with each end on a saguaro. They walk all day in forests without getting lost. And they know that I know them. They know that I need them. They too fight the silence and aim their heartbeats carefully. Okay, and another one. It's one of Richie's favorites, but in honor of the All-Star break, here's a baseball book. In 1867, when Candy Cummings of the Brooklyn Excelsiors threw the first curveball, there was such a moral panic in the baseball watchers of New England that would make Cotton and Increase Mather preach caution instead of hellfire. This unruly man had introduced trickery into the pastoral poem of the nation's young pastime. People driven by passion would barnstorm just behind the Brooklyn Nine, determined to heckle Cummings out of the game and into infamy. One or two carrying a hatchet in imitation of Carrie Nation and her much different crusade for moral purity. But they had paid a ticket for their right to heckle, and their burning hatred for the unsporting trickery of Candy Cummings filled seats and coffers that would otherwise be vacant. And though he later was forced to don the Hartford dark blues and the Cincinnati Reds, the curveball was too effective a tactic to ever become a question of chivalry. This is how the future happens. Without your consent, you may rage and throw your shoe, at the first songbird telling the world how great it is to be a songbird at 4:30 in the morning. But you missed. And now you're up and barefoot, and your heart is pressing against your chest like it's looking for a door. You might as well stay up. The sun may as well join you. You can't stop the world from throwing curveballs. You can only hit it right back up the 5-hole until it has to try something else. And since we're feeling very grandiose this week, this is one of the most grandiose parentheses complimentary poems that I'm aware of. This is The World's Wonders by Robinson Jeffers. We like Jeffers, don't we? Being now 3 or 4 years more than 60, I have seen strange things in my time. I have seen a merman standing waist deep in the ocean off my rock shore, unmistakably human and unmistakably a sea beast. He submerged, never came up again, while we stood watching. I do not know what he was, and I have no theory, but this was the least of wonders. I have seen the United States grow up, the strongest and wealthiest of nations, and swim in the wind over bankruptcy. I have seen Europe for 2,500 years, the crown of the world, become its beggar and cripple. I have seen my people, fooled by ambitious men and a froth of sentiment, waste themselves on 3 wars. None was required. All futile, all grandly victorious. A 4th is forming. I have seen the invention of human flight, a chief desire of man's dreaming heart, for 10,000 years, and men have made it the chief of the means of massacre. I have seen the far stars weighed and their distance measured, and the powers that make the atom put into service. For what? To kill. To kill 500,000 flies, men, I should say, at one slap. I have also seen doom. You can stand up and struggle or lie down and sleep. You are doomed as Oedipus. A man and a civilization grow old, grow fatally, as we say, ill. Courage and the will are bystanders. It is easy to know the beauty of inhuman things, sea, storm, and mountain. It is their soul and their meaning. Humanity has its lesser beauty, impure and painful. We have to harden our hearts to bear it. I have hardened my heart only a little. I have learned that happiness is important, but pain gives importance. The use of tragedy. Lear becomes as tall as the storm he crawls in, and a tortured Jew became God. Okay, and I do not have my tote bag, and I don't feel like looking for it. The Tumblewords Project tumbles merrily along. We're real excited for this Saturday when Tanish Kaur, known to many of us in the online poetry circles, is going to give a workshop about memoir. Give me 1 second while I get the title for it. It's a memoir, memory, and the body. It's going to be a very useful workshop, I feel like. Tumblewords is, of course, best uses for poetry, but you can write whatever you want as long as you show up on Saturday and as long as you share it when prompted. But Tanish, who herself has written a poetic memoir, is going to be teaching us some of the techniques that they used in the course of that. And then July 27th, Danielle Chacon, of course, the host of Words on a Wire, will deign to be among the people for one afternoon with La Planta Realism. It's going to be great. real excited for that one, but I have to keep living in the moment. I can't just skip to the future. That wouldn't be fair, would it? You have to be fair. Okay, well, I'll kick it back to Richie, and thanks very much, everyone, for listening.
Thank you, Kit. Appreciate it. I was looking at the the door being knocked on there. I was trying to figure out. Okay, so what's going on, everyone? Once again, welcome to our online mic. I did not have a chance to say hi to Samuel Wilson, who's always there. Love seeing you as always. Happy Monday. All right, we're gonna continue. In fact, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna have two musicians back to back. So first off, we're gonna kick things off in Hollywood North, Washington. We got Kenneth W joining us. Kenneth, welcome to the show. And when you're ready, go and take it away, man.
Okay, welcome. I'm very happy to be here and to share. So without any further ado, I'm going to share a song. It's a cover by Toby Mac, and then I'll share one of my own originals. So here we go. Let's load this up. Anytime. Thank you, and let's see now. I'm gonna just change the disc now because I can put my own original in it. This is an original that I wrote that way back in 1997. Actually, I collaborated with a fellowship group, and well, I'd like to share some of the newer songs, but this is actually a favorite of mine. It still is a favorite. I've shared it in various places on my journey. Thank you.
All right, man, with the fade out and everything.
Yeah.
So, thanks for sharing those. I know you didn't. I saw you didn't leave anything in the sign up, but did you have a link or anywhere where people can follow and support your work?
I'll leave some information in the chat, including my email addresses, and you can contact me there. So we'll do that.
All right, perfect. Well, thanks for joining us, Kenneth. I appreciate it, man. I love it
Thank
when
you.
people share their work. Cool. All right. Okay, cool. All right, we're trying to figure out this list here. So thanks again to Kenneth W for joining us. We're gonna go ahead and continue on with the music, and we have a really good friend of the show. We haven't seen him in a while, but last time he tuned in, it was from South Korea. Now it's going to be from Germany, and he used to come to BWOMS all the time when he was living in El Paso. And I consider him a really good friend. So joining us from Germany, let's go ahead and bring up Luis Gamberos. And I should have checked if you were here with us. Luis, what's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man, good to see you again.
Likewise. All right. It's like 5:30 in the morning here. Can you guys hear this? Sounds all right?
Sounds good.
All right. All right, I'm gonna do a couple of covers. This one's a Coldplay cover. Did I drive you away? I know what you'll say. You say, ooh, the same one we know. But I promise you this, always look out for you, and that's what I'll do. I say, I say, well, my heart is yours. It's you that I hold on to. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And I know I was wrong. I won't let you down. Oh yeah, yeah, I will, yeah, I will. Yes, I will. So, yeah, I saw sparks. Yeah, I saw sparks. Yeah, I saw sparks. Yeah, I saw sparks. this one's by Harry Styles. And holding me back, gravity's holding me back. I want you to hold out the palm of your hand. Why don't we leave it at that? And nothing to say when everything gets in the way. It seems you cannot be replaced, and I'm the one who will stay. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was, as it was, as it was. You know it's not the same. Answer the phone, Harry, you're no good alone. Why are you sitting at home on the floor? What kind of pills are you on? And ringing the bell, and nobody's coming to help. Your daddy lives by himself. He just wants to know that you're well. Oh, in this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was. In this world, it's just us. You know it's not the same as it was, as it was, as it was. You know it's not the same. Go home, get a headlight, speed internet. I don't wanna talk about the way it was. Leave America, 2 kids follow her. I don't wanna talk about who's doing it first. Ooh, as it was, as it was. You know it's not the same as it was, and as it was, as it was. You know it's not the same. And ooh, and ooh, and ooh, and ooh, and Thank you, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, Luis. Cool. Yeah, I was trying not to talk because my voice was coming through in your interface, but I appreciate it. Hold on, let me get back to the spotlight here. And if you have links to your music, even like the stuff you've recorded way back, so people can check it out, definitely share that because a lot of people probably heard you for the first time, and I really love your style. It's super smooth and very cool stuff. That's Luis Camberos, everyone. Dude, 5:30 a.m. Hopefully you just couldn't sleep,
That was impressive. So
Yeah, so next time, also, yeah, I gotta find the last time you were here. You were here like one of our first shows back in 2020. So I remember that.
Oh,
There
yeah,
I am.
Yeah, man, thanks a lot. Yeah, Luis Camberos. Yeah, I'll post my name. I think I only use Instagram. Here, thank you.
Cool, perfect. I think I was hearing myself because I was hearing my own voice. I'm like, what's going on? It's echoing back. It's a good thing I have headphones, or else it would have been like feedback. Whoa. Anyway, yeah, definitely. If you want to share that, we'll share it with our peeps. Again, let me check in on our live audience. Kevin, yeah, yeah. It's been too long. I think Luis was part of the magic of the Black Orchid Lounge. That was such a cool, unique space, and I always loved it. Okay, let's go ahead and continue. Let me pull up the list here to the side. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to Malaysia, where we have Julian Matthews here with us, and let's see, Julian. Welcome back to the show. When you're ready, go ahead and I'll get the screen on you here.
Hi.
Cool. Welcome back.
Yeah. Two poems. The interface has changed. Okay. Mondays. Your starlight takes 8 minutes to reach Earth, a journey of 93 million miles we take for granted. Oh, sunny sun, singular, solo, solar ball of brightness, dawn creator, daybreaker, purpose maker, when you puncture through cloud cover and awaken us enough to greet your arrival. Do we feel lucky, unworthy, or listless, apathetic, merely mournful at your mundane constancy? Like the traffic cranking up another cranky day, gridlock in routine, another loathsome squeal of wheels on asphalt treading through our foggy, logged out brains, ridding minds for the whine of the criminally unkind, the tick-tocking of debts clocking, all the news to serve the blues, and not focused on the 8 minutes it took to deliver your sublime light on the only Goldilocks planet that bears all this weeping. Spilt milk of the hateful ilk, your unerring cold stare, hot glare, just right to confess our sins through this divine slat, this minuted agenda of our guilt, our messed up stewardship, piercing us in forgiving beams of hope daily as if to say, do better today, do better. Thank you. And the second one is called Headlines. Your right ear is the missing jigsaw piece in which I softly moan the puzzle of me. In my left, you whisper back consent to unravel the enigma of your spirit anima. We are braided vines, grape and ivy, entwined from lip to hip, listing, lilting, tilting into each other, branch and bark, leaf and flower, seed and shoot, Cypress, verdant, bircher, vigor, seminole and milkweed, foxglove and belladonna. If it fits, you must admit a quest, submit. Language has its limits. Verses too solid, lines illiquid, stanzas unroomy, confining, stifling for firmament foliage to coalesce, conjoin, constellate. Give in to the drama, stage the play, assemble the congregation, collate the throngs. Let tongues wag and loll creepers on the wall, accept all. Untangle their angles, unbury the lead, set the tone, off stone the headline. It's a slow day. We are the only story. Hold me up close. Turn the page. Make us holy. Thank you.
All right. Julian, thank you as always. Appreciate that. Hashtag not poems. That's one of my favorite things at the end of your pieces. Um, if you have anything you want to share in terms of I know you got your link tree. I can forward that because I have the link here to our fine people on YouTube. And I really love your format. But is there anything else you want to announce really quick or promote?
No, thank you.
All right, cool. Thanks for joining us as always. Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna give a shout out to the San Juan Sports Club for the nice new cap. That's a group I've always been around with since growing up. Family, friends, Dios uncles, right? It's my softball team, but everyone's pretty much retired, so now it's just a sports club. Uh, New hats. I got to bust out old jerseys and start wearing them again because that was a fun time in my life too. Okay, so thank you. So let me look. We got Cassie, Mike, Ed, Victor, open spots, and Dan the man. So that's the way this is looking. There are a couple spots. But right now we're gonna go ahead and go to Canada, where we have Cassie. Let's see, Cassie. So Cassie is in her castle. I'm gonna assume that because camera's never on. To read some poetry. What's up, Cassie?
Hello, hi everyone.
Hey.
Um, okay. Uh, so this first piece, I read once before here, but it's quite a while ago. So I'm reading it, and it's called The Big C. We learn to avoid the C word, the big C. No, not that one. And by avoid, I mean avoid becoming it. We are encouraged to look for it, to name it, to shame ourselves if we find it in our backyard, to get close to others, to not be an island, to welcome other land, but stay friends with rivers, retain your shore. Don't merge ecosystems or share biospheres. I too appreciate the beauty of a riverbed, its ability to moderate connection in the interests of independence. But show me a place where two landscapes collide and do not share a single grain of sand. Okay. So I have another piece of mine here that is tentatively titled, this is very new, it's called Beyond the Window Pane. If you remember anything, chances are it will be the times you look to see past the foggy storefront window pane on a darkened rainy street, the kind with stark stillness but for gentle accompaniment of rain that leaves more than enough room to feel all the space inside, the echo's stifling ring, the kind that is normally tuned out by the flooding of daylight, and the rushing of traffic, and the hum of the incessant bees working tirelessly in your mind. The type of night that affords the stretching of the type of night that affords the outstretching of your knees across the damp pavement, long enough for you to see its form, its reach unfurled, inviting you to step gently across it, to examine its length, to be humbled by its great expanse, the kind of outstretch, unsettling in its immensity enough that you find yourself turning inevitably to the unusually intriguing image. Sorry, I gotta start this. Stumbled over my lines. Okay. Unsettling enough in its immensity that you find yourself turning inevitably to the unusually intriguing image, see beyond the obscured, darkened, hollow storefront window, beyond the curious, foreign, solitary figure that it turns out is you, hoping that if you are brave enough to to look into uncharted territory behind the exterior of any average, unsettling empty space, you will find something unexpectedly inviting, something warm, worthy of exploration, even momentary habitation. Okay, so that is all I have for poetry tonight. If you curious to ever read my poetry occasionally, I do infrequently post poetry on my Instagram at Relentless Intrigue. If you're curious to check that out. All right, thank you, Richie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Cassie. Appreciate that. And Yeah, another good set. Thank you. It's been a while. Yeah, like you said, you'd read, but I don't know if I remember those recently. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get back on the spotlight here. Um, okay. I had a moment where I've had a gothic literature in the mind, so it's Cassie from Ontario. I was thinking the Castle of Otranto, which is why I made the castle joke earlier. It's not really worth explaining. It was a weird thing. No Horace Walpole in the house, but we are going to go ahead and kick it off with someone who we usually kick it off with. um, he had a power outage, so we did miss the beginning of the show. So this is probably the latest he's ever read on this show, or at least it's been a while. Let's go ahead and go to Denver, where we've got Michael Sindler in the house. I'm glad you made it. Welcome back. Power's back.
Yeah, at least latest in about 3 years. Yeah, it's luckily the only outage was the internet, so could have been much worse. I actually played a CD for the first time in years. I'd forgotten I even had CDs around the house. But things that are always around and worth checking out, lighthousewriters.org, wonderful, wonderful organization. All y'all out there in YouTube land should check them out. Great stuff for whatever level you're at as a writer in whatever genre or whatever. Classes, workshops, events, all kinds of neat stuff going on. Yeah, being late, I just sort of threw a couple of things, just trying to do, and they're just like, here's some old stuff that I haven't done in a million years, if ever. And this first one's called My Dream Begins. My dream begins in another's mystery. Quick look round to tell antagonist from victim. Am I hero of my own tale? Is there framework in which I find myself on straight line to denouement? Why sleep if story is only hijacked? Too much TV wears ruts and road of slumber's labor. Lackluster thread pulled into teased tapestry tears too easily. Better to walk out in more unauthentic unreality. Fantasy more in tune with mind than screen, hence from deeper dream to dig up from under superficial surface, discover true or more enticing identities of clues, unfolding mysteries nudge oracle to be more oral. Send cryptogram and encrypted email to suppressed address in subconscious long after dawn before process originates, brief hours to unravel underlying message. Too late, alarm beats, sleeps awareness out with blaring, replaced with not quite instantaneous normalization, words jumbling when leveling into outer environment of awakening. And yeah, that's my sleep schedule for you, which is pretty fucked up. And again, I just pulled this one out at random, because like I say, running late, all that good stuff. But it's an elegy. It's called Gone. A boy I never met is gone. An old friend's child, since grown to manhood. I could not say his age, merely guess by decade and place him in late 30s. I don't remember or perceive if I ever knew his name, but still my heart grieves. Is this sadness for a cipher, for long separated parents, for unlived possibilities? How did they raise him? Which one was he closest to? Which one did he long for? Who would he call when he felt small in a too large world? I don't know how or where or why he died, the circumstance of destiny, an accident or long illness, or by his own hand, in loving arms or all alone. It matters not on either side of this void where echoes are muted. He is gone, and that can't be changed. Gone, and I do not even know his name. And Also reaching out desperately to find a hat poem. And I said, oh, well, I'm late. I'll do a good one about being late. But it's not really about being late, but it's called The Late Walk by Robert Frost. When I go up through the mowing field, the headless aftermath, smooth laid like thatch with the heavy dew, half closes the garden path. And when I come to the garden ground, the whir of sober birds up from the tangle of withered weeds is sadder than any words. A tree beside the wall stands bare, but a leaf that lingered brown, disturbed, I doubt not, by my own thought, comes softly rattling down. I end not far from my going forth by picking the faded blue of the last remaining aster flower to carry again to you. Okay, thank y'all very much. Glad I made it. Really enjoyed that music. That's what I came in on, and that was really nice. And of course, Cassie, you were great too, as always.
Excellent. All right, cool. Thanks, Mike. And again, thanks for sharing those pieces. We're all glad you made it. Because it always does feel a little empty when you don't, just a little bit. All right. So we got a couple more peeps left. Again, we want to thank you guys for joining us. If somehow you got here a little late, this is our Monday night online open mic. We do this every Monday. It's really just a good opportunity to try out new material. If you haven't read a poem in a while and just want to like practice it, get some feedback. We welcome all experience levels. So if you've been writing for years and you've been published and you've won awards, to like maybe you just started writing recently, like we welcome all. We want to hear your pieces. It's all expression, right? Just putting it into practice. That's really all it is. So we got 3 more people as of now signed up. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Washington D.C. Or I already know who it is. Do you know who it is? It's Mr. Ed Poetastic up on the MIC. All right, when you're ready, Ed, take it away. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, my bro. Like no other words like thunder. Woo! Everyone's a smashing hit, just like Kit. All right, my name is Ed Potasso, feeling fantastic. Please, in time, you could join my rhyme file, feel sublime. I got 3 poems, so I won't take too much time. This is kind of a jokey poem. It is called "What is Sex?" What is sex? A bunch of images come to mind. Is it beyond chromosomes Y and X? That's true, but aren't you a little behind? What is sex? Would it be better to ask a bird, hey, can you stop flying either north or west? Is it about laying eggs or white turds? It's related to the feathers or the chest. What is sex? Would it be better to ask an octopus? You have a lot of legs. It's about protecting, mounting, and dying. Wow, that took me down an arm or a few pegs. What is sex? Would it be better to ask a praying mantis? The female eats your head. Oh my God, that's not pleasant, sexy, or bliss. How can you look, eat, or go to bed? What is sex? Would it be better to ask a shark? Yes, you're a terrifying killing machine. It's about surviving. You kind of knock it out of the park. Come closer. Oh, you sneaky great white fiend. What is sex? Would it be better to ask a box turtle? Yeah, we're going to be here for a while. Another shell to a different portal. Yes, I see. Whatever suits your style. What is sex? Would it be better to ask a seahorse? The male is the female, and the female is the male. Late nature takes its course. That makes sense. But you look a bit pale. What is sex? Would it be better to ask the ants? I try not to crush you guys. One large colony without no defiance. Yes, the queen comes first, but is it about quality or size? What is sex? Would it be better to ask an elephant? You are huge and strong. Show off your trunk and go for a loud rant. Yes, but you're not right or wrong. What is sex? Would it be better to ask a bear? It's grizzly, but don't show teeth or claws. Well, whatever fair is fair. Yeah, it's either the jaws or the paws. What is sex? Would you better to ask a dog? Who's a good boy? Sniff her butt and get dirty like a hog. Yes, here's a dog treat and a toy. What is sex? Would you better ask a cat? Are you done sleeping? Keep mowing so she knows where it's at. No, I didn't hear any noises like chirping or squeaking. What is sex? We better ask a monkey. How does it feel to mate in a tree? Adapt to your surroundings. I agree. Well, whatever makes you feel boundless and free. What is sex? Would it be better to ask a bumblebee? Protect the hive at all costs. If you weren't a bee, who would you be? The queen? I'm not at a loss that you want to be the boss. What is sex? Would it be better to ask an alien? I know this is primitive. A scientific ritual for our species won't come to an end. Yes, I come in peace, and I do want to live. What is sex? Would it be better to ask a robot? Love, do you know what I mean? Oh no, the shell's getting extremely hot. It blew up. I hope it's just smoke or steam. What is sex? Yes, I'm asking you. Is it a romantic fling or a game of chess? Is it instinct or the flu? Is it a flawless dance or a grotesque mess? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Thank you. And I got this other one. This is going straight to the funny bone. This is called They Have Landed. Okay. To the American people, the heirs have landed. They look advanced and evil. Oh my God, look at heavy-handed. The crew coming down. Your voice calling the skies. They're not making any sounds. Oh my God, the ducks in her eyes. Look skinny and frail. Do I meet our leader? I say more about me and Taco Bell. Oh my God, did I pay the meter? They look skinny and frail. They want to meet our leader. I'm sorry. They seem to be doing the moonwalk. There's some stellar moves. Oh my God, they can stand and talk. Hope our bond can improve. It appears a guy's moving towards them. Oh my, his Confederate flag. Oh my God, looks American dim. Let us pray, doesn't brag. He said, we don't like your kind here. Oh my God, the gray and Loretta's blaster. Oh my God, man, covered your rear. Looks like a huge disaster. I know what you're thinking. I'm not doing a freaking thing. My patient is shrieking. The gray alien tempered held by a string. The gray alien blast to the sky. Dim Jim ran and hide. I feel like I almost died. What a crazy unbelievable ride. Out of the sky came Godzilla, now breathing and stomping about. Why couldn't it be Gilla the gorilla? Oh no! Everybody screams and shouts. Everybody's panicking. Oh boy, what can go wrong? Oh no, King Kong, aka the Monkey King. They look cranky and strong. There seems to be a man with a billboard. It reads, Kong vs. Godzilla, place your bets. Oh my God, people come in herds. Hey, on Kong, everything is here, including my bets. There's something unrelated, but send cash to my cash app. My life is there just like you. Come on, tell the love where it's at. I want to order something for Jumbo Juice. I know I should be scared, but who doesn't want to get rich? Screw the gecko, go Kong, make the giant gecko your bitch. Oh yeah, come the gong. Goes to the Kong. God, why did I buy popcorn? Come on, you big ape. Don't take too long. I said how to make popcorn, not porn. King Kong swing guns it around, led by a scaly tail. It's like one big biggest merry-go-round. In straight detail, Kong ain't finna let you grails. Ghost is getting angry. Oh my God, smoke's coming from his mouth. Oh my God, here coming talking about frankly. It's like me eating a plate of Brussels sprouts. Ghost is breathing through his beam. Mr. King Kong by hair. I know just steam. Godzilla, that was chilling and unfair. Wait, what are they staring at? Big bros for donuts and burritos? Don't stand there, look at that. They stop fighting. Oh my God, I'm gonna explode. Oh my God, Gus doesn't give me the finger. I need a giant robot ASAP. You big green cold-blooded stinger. I can't believe I saw that. Now they're holding hands. They're probably getting something to eat. I don't really understand. We're up to the brawling heat. Don't go away. I bet everything on you. I pray on this day. Hope my creditors go higher than the moon. What happened to gray aliens? And Sanders says, Earthlings, we owe you. Oh my God, someone's chaos has transcended. What are you possibly going to do? Thank you. All right. This is called Direct Punchline. Sorry, again. Sorry. Knock, knock. Who's there? Your bones are gonna cry. Sorry. Knock, knock. Who's there? Your bones are gonna rock. Come on, stay here and care. Don't stare at the clock. It's a joke. Be fully aware. Tick tock, tick tock. Here's a joke. Be prepared. No contradicting doors or locks. Life is one big sarcastic affair. Please, no over opinionated blocks. It's a joke, not a vile hit or a tear. If you feel angry, go for a walk. Please don't be a boring square. Don't stay angry with emotional shock. It's words of laughter, not a questionnaire. People giggle and chuckle, but don't mock. It's not to trigger or discriminate, I swear. Please don't be a statue, mountain, or a sock. Can't take a joke. Your laugh box needs repair. Too bad there's no extra or upgrades in stock. The joys of laughter can't be compared. Let the jokester just talk, talk, and talk. Our lives are jokes. The punchlines are there. Listen, be more open and not deadlock. Please say a joke. Give a light in this nightmare. Here's a joke. What do you call a painted clown? A peacock. Please, more open smiles and hearts. No more hateful stares. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome, man. Bringing out some classics, of course. And of course, the people who are seeing you for the first time, how can they find you online and connect with you?
They can follow me, collecting me about coming to this wonderful open mic that makes it Monday night Sunday light in the wonderful Texas spotlight. And don't forget to show some love to Kit with his wonderful tumble words that makes us all fly higher than the birds. But if you want to follow me, please feel free. My Facebook is Eddie Foreman and my IG is Eddie Foreman92. And remember, if the mic right, I'll be there to shine my fantastic insight. But if you send me a question, you take guess. The answer is yes. Hope you stay healthy, safe, and blessed. Never stop spewing the wonder words inside your chest. Never stop feeling, doing, and being your best. And remember, you're more important than you ever know. Don't stop your glow, and never ever stop your flow. If you don't know, now you know. How I love this show. Woo.
Man, you got it all down, man. You're at the prime. You got the promo down, man. Professional wrestling style, man. Yeah, you down with Eddie P? Yeah, you know me. Check him out online or Mondays here at the online mic. Once again, welcome to our online show. We do this every Monday. We have a couple more people left signed up, and of course, if anyone wants to sign up, speak now, right? Let us know. Or message us. We have a debut. We have someone in El Paso who is new to spoken word, and they're joining us. Oh, they're writing their poem here. Okay. So Victor Hillbrook is new to this. Welcome, and also you don't have to turn on your camera. If you want to read, feel free. It's your turn. So welcome to the show. So when you're ready, go ahead and take it away. If you want to.
All right, how's it going, everybody?
What's up?
So my pseudonym is Victor Hellbrook. I've lived in the area for a little over 2 years. I want to get into voice acting. I used to do creative writing when I was in high school. I graduated in 2004 and lost my spark to write when I was in the military for about 6 years. So I actually wrote my first 2 spoken word pieces last month. And this is the second piece. It's about my ex-girlfriend. I actually posted the explanation of everything too, just in case you needed that. I'm new to all this, so I don't know if that's even necessary, but I'll post the rest after I finish. But all right, so it's titled Etouffee. It's supposed to sound like the food as well. You came home at 2 a.m. I pretended like I was asleep. Must be a possum facade was awesome. I always knew you were a creep. You laid your head to rest. I made my move while you were snoring. Saw you were texting in the ex that you told me you were ignoring. You begged me to come to you. I drove Space Ghost from coast to coast. Chucked up deuces from the east. Drove through Yellowstone. To be with my boo-boo, navigating roadways with my phone. We were supposed to be a team like Hannah and Barbera. But that was just a pipe dream. Went up and smoked like crack era. I kept my mouth shut. Months went by. I let it stew and fester. Had it simmer like slow cooker, but you added witch's brew. You tried to confess And when I yelled, you tried to flip it. Your privacy was invaded. It was my mistake, I'll admit it. Told me to take a deep breath like a doctor trying to calm me. Pick a high, pick a low. I guessed wrong. You're just a copy. Cat daddy around my questions. You think you smart like that professor. X was blowing up your phone, but you said he was my lesser. Pseudo Cupid, bold-faced liar, Slim and crew were wrong this time. Hit with an arrow of delusion, thought you were so sublime. Mask off, you turned out to be a demon when I pulled your card. You thought you were a snack, but the deadbeats came to the yard. I guess that makes me a pot. You went from a beauty to a beast. I was feeling some kind of way when I stepped away from the feast. I packed what I could and left by midnight, had to take a Greyhound. Snuck the driver a 22-hour drive. I was Sacramento bound. You could never be my Clementine, because I'm not your Huckleberry. And today, I'm ashamed. I thought you were someone I would marry.
Wow, that was a fantastic premiere, man. That was
I
great.
appreciate it, guys. So
Thank
my
you.
social media, you can find me on Facebook under my pseudonym. Also, there's not a lot yet, so I'm just trying to put things together at the moment. My YouTube is under my pseudonym, and my IG account is V Hellbrook. I'm sorry, V. Hellbrook, one word. So you can reach out to me if you'd like, and that's it. Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Yeah, appreciate that. And whenever you're ready, you can also join us at our live mics at one of our venues. And man, I'm sure it's so awesome to hear that live because you have a really great reading voice too. A lot of puns, a lot of clever lines. It'd be really fun. So thank you, Victor.
Yeah, I mean, I
Brooke.
also do cartoon voices too. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I mean, you know Herbert from Family Guy?
You're gonna start with that one? Yeah, I do know.
I got some popsicles down in the cellar for you. How's about some of that good news? So I want to do radio and voice acting. So I'll be 38 next month. So I'm just starting to try to get into that. I just suddenly had a creative streak last month after not writing for almost 3 years. So I'm really trying to get into all of those things, like content creation and everything. So yeah, I mean, everything helps. So I'm gonna finish posting the rest of my explanation. Sorry to interrupt again. You guys have a good one.
Very cool, man. No, that's fine, and that's kind of cool. Honestly, nobody ever really writes an explanation for the pieces, but if you want to share that, that's also kind of cool. All right, we got one more performer left in the night because it's getting late. But again, we do hang out a little bit afterwards. If you're new to these online mics, if you're just watching, we do have the online show. But of course, we do host this through a Zoom call. Kind of normally, what we do is we gather before the live stream and just kind of chat it up or do sound check. And normally after the show, we have what we call the after party, and it's just kind of a place to hang out. And, if you don't get out a whole lot, just to talk to other people, share ideas. Sometimes it gets heated, it gets contested. Sometimes it's really chill. Sometimes we're awkwardly trying not to step on each other's silences. But it's a little bit of all that stuff. So if you ever don't want to perform but just want to hang out, then that's also an option. We also have had people who are like really shy about their poems and don't want to do it on the live stream but want to share like in the after party. Like that's always kind of cool to get feedback that way. I thought I also saw Melody join the room, so I want to give a shout out to Melody. I'm pretty sure that was the one I'm thinking of, Wrecking Bell, who is doing some pretty cool stuff in many ways. She's got a troupe, like an improv troupe that I'm excited to hear more about. Um, oh, okay, cool. So maybe they can rejoin. But also she's been doing these live shows with the Nitty Gritty open mic on Wednesdays. I've done one, Kit's done one. I think Fernando was supposed to do one, or they did. I don't know what happened with that. I didn't ask or follow up. But yeah, check out
Rescheduled it this Wednesday.
I'm not gonna be there. Just kidding. Nitty Gritty open mic, very cool. I love what they do. And of course we want to support them because that's the way to do it. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and we're gonna stick around in El Paso where we have an El Paso legend. And I'll say this, if you were at a show and you see this gentleman in the audience, you're at the right show because it's popping. So he was also getting some love. We did a fundraiser. Fernando and I hosted a fundraiser for Rio Doso this weekend in the Northeast, and so of course Dan was there. You gotta have Dan the man there. You got lots of love from Sultanes de Leonque. I heard that. But right now, let's go ahead and welcome our last performer of the night, the closer, the right-handed to close out the show. It's Dan the man. Dan, take it away when you're ready. Whoa, where are you? It's so bright.
Yeah, I'm still home. Yeah, I'm still home. Yeah, I know. So I'm in my brother's room temporarily. So oh well, no repressed, but it was kind of no stress last Friday, but be my guest. Excuse me. Yeah. Well, good thing the Loch Ness did not appear. That'll be a full court press. Yeah, it'll be a change of address. Yeah, Pony Express. Yeah, like Freedom of the Press or Gettysburg Address. Is this anybody's guess? All right. Yeah, second guess. Well, yep, we did have there is a profession and a rap session. Well, I should have, well, like the television series Succession. What a self-expression with a summer session. Yeah, indiscretion. Well, just like, well, I know we're looking for the predecessor, but we see the successor minus the professor. Yeah. Yeah, I heard of that show. I need to see that movie. I need to see that show. Yeah, especially Brian Cox telling to F off. Anyway. Yeah, okay. So just leave out all the rest and yeah, leave out all the rest. Could be dressy. Well, according to could be a jest or maybe a test, but according to Lola Young, her song is messy. Yeah, kind of dressy. Yeah. Well, even though even though we're still in the Wild West, the day of rest, so kinda kinda go ahead and get some rest because looks like it's no conquest, but at least save the best for last. Yeah, looks like the next best. Okay, I guess there's no request. There it is. All right, guys. You still follow me on Instagram, Danaman's Weekly, currently on hiatus. I just uploaded. If you guys have not yet seen my updates, especially my lost interviews, you guys gotta check it out. One of them I got Ron Perlman. One of them I got Eric Roberts, and the other one producer Elizabeth Avalon, and Crystal Poppin, Jenny Robbins, and last year Hayden Baker, Sundance Head, and Ooh La La. Yeah, those are three. Yeah, especially Don Stalling and Carter Library. Yeah. So all right, just check it out. Check out my last five. You guys gotta check it out. I'll see if I can post it on Facebook. No, or maybe on Instagram. Yeah. All right, just keep following me on Instagram, and just to let you know, I'm a month away till my 10-year anniversary. So I'm hoping to get everything done by July, and hoping to get a head start for my 10-year anniversary. So, okay, guys, I guess that is it. All right, thank you very much, everybody. You have a great night. I'll see you next Monday, and I hope to see you guys. Richie, I hope to see you guys tomorrow at the Rosewood. Okay, all right, guys. Richie, let's go ahead and call in.
All right. Hey, Dan, thank you so much. We might not be ending it just yet, but again, I want to give a shout out to people on YouTube. Samuel Wilson, good to see you, brother. Kevin Shea, Farva Mocha, what's going on? Of course, Victor was there. Yeah, so shout out. We didn't have Sandy today, so I didn't see her in the live chat. So if you're watching the replay, Sandy, what's up? Again, if you're an APCC student and you are looking for Tano passport info, just shoot me an email. You can find me here right there on the student or the college directory. And I wanted to find out, do we have one more possibly reading? I just wasn't sure. I closed stuff. Well, what we're figuring that out and looking through the sign up sheet. This week again, we do have a lot of events. Tuesday,
picture on.
Oh my, yeah. Never mind the events. Yeah, Tuesday we're gonna be downtown at Rosewood. We got our featured poets Daryl Gusson and James. I always want to say James Monroe for some reason. James Norman. With support from our friend Miguel Angel Garcia Jr., Amber James, Sergio Sanchez. Come on through. Sign up starts at 8. And then, of course, we're going to have an open mic after the featured readings. Wednesday, Fernando will be doing the redux, the retake of the nitty gritty on IG, I believe. So check that out. Thursday, what's going on Thursday? I feel like there's some. Okay, sorry. Friday, we're going to be at Craft Rhythm and Brews. And we're going to be featuring the Vanessa verse. And then Tuesday, the following Tuesday, we're going to be back. Well, of course, we'll be here Monday. The following Tuesday, the 23rd, we're going to be featuring Farbion out of Brooklyn, a little hip hop spoken word. And were we going to do another performer, or did you want to read a melody, or are you just hanging out?
Either way, I'm just new in. I can read one if you guys have time.
we got time. Let's get you on. I was kind of more feeling, yeah, let's get. So I
just
did
want to hear y'all's voices. I haven't been on in a really long time.
Well, when you were here, I was giving you a shout out. So
I heard
now
that.
people, yeah, so now people get to connect. Welcome back. Yeah. So when you're ready, go and take it away.
Okay. This I guess I'll read the newest one that I haven't had with all the stress going on. I haven't had a chance to write anything in maybe 6-ish months, and so now that things are coming down, I was able to kind of sit and hash a couple out. One of them will be for Wednesday at the Nitty Gritty, so I won't share it here. But so I have one right now. It's untitled. If you can think of anything, that would be awesome. Remember how when we were younger, we would writhe in pain at the smallest nick? The bigger the boo-boo, the louder the bell. Man, we'd really let the world have it, wouldn't we? And then just like that, we'd forget. Like it didn't exist. Because we allowed ourselves the opportunity to let it all go. What would happen if we all just let it all go? However, which way, little moscas everywhere. And what would happen if we just let it all out? I mean, we all know what happens when we don't. It snowballs, snowballs, snowballed until it's a multi-scooped waffle cone. The one we went to lick but forgot to hold our hands still, so instead we toppled the cone. And what if we left it on the sidewalk melting under shoes? First few steps, sticky, messy soles. Nothing some elbow grease couldn't handle. But after a few become part of the traffic dust, the static of progress. Sometimes passive channel surfing and sometimes on the screen. I love horror. It's easy to fake happy. We do it all the time. Lots of models to pantomime. But terror, you have to have been there to know it. And it's predictable, sorta. Labor for it, die for it, labor for it, die for it. And the only ones who don't fight back are the ones who aren't able. Ta-da!
That's a perfect ending. Really quick, do you want to promote anything? I mean, I know you do. I mean, you should.
Heck yeah. So I had to put off the nitty-gritty event until this coming Wednesday. But if you guys are able to, Fernando and I once had a conversation many, many moons ago over pancakes, over what it would be like to have a conversation with our creators. And so in talking to him, we kind of talked about how we'd start writing pieces about what it'd be like to have conversations with our gods. So I wrote a piece, he wrote a piece, and we're going to be sharing those on Wednesday. And we would like it if you shared pieces too, because the nitty gritties, I mean, they have a feature at the beginning just because that's what it became, and I love it. But it's really meant to be an open mic. And so it'd be really lovely if you guys would like to share. Sometimes there's a topic, most of the time there's not. But if you'd like to share your conversations about what it would be like to speak to your creator, we would love to hear it. And then Kenny has the next, oh, so that's going to be at 8:30 this coming Wednesday. And then I'm going to take a couple weeks off just to get the apartment done and get everything ready for the job and stuff. And we'll start again in August with new features. So if you'd like to feature, there's already some of you that I want to reach out to become one of our features. But if you'd like to feature yourself, please ring that bell. Please join us. Like, you need to be your biggest fan. That is what this life is for. So if you even kind of get the inkling that you want to do it, message me and we'll set up a date and we'll go from there. And Kenny will start posting on the Nitty Gritty page the next main event. I'm one of the headliners, along with many, many other beautiful poets that we've actually had as features. So please go through the Nitty Gritty page to look at some of our features so you can start getting your excitement built up. And I guess that's it. I really just wanted to come say hi to everybody because I really missed your faces.
Glad you had the time to do so. Thank you, Melody. Yes, so be on the lookout for that. That's a lot of fun. And by the way, that online mic is through Instagram, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, I do want to thank everyone again who tuned in. We'll be here next Monday. Definitely also try and catch one of our live mics if you're in the area. Again, Tuesday at Rosewood this week, Friday at Craft Rhythm and Brews, and then next Tuesday we'll be at Mono Bar. So for the online stream, we're like I said, we're gonna hang out for a little bit, but for the stream, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Everyone have a great week.